back to another episode of Boys Gone Wild. It's Mad Month. We're all going mad. We're all busy as hell, but we're making it work. You know, there's at times where the schedule's getting to the point where it's like we might not be able to do the podcast, but then we said no. The people have to chuckle,
and here we are to make you chuckle.
There's some things that are more important than schedules,
and it's chuckles.
These people are gonna chuckle.
Chuckle, schedule. Can I be clearer?
You put schedule above chuckle.
This is the problem.
You need to schedule in order to be able to chuckle.
Did I put schedule in front of chuckle?
You went chuckle, schedule.
You're understanding what we're working
schedule?
with.
That's an old English thing, right?
Schedule.
I say schedule. Is that an Americanism?
No. I think I usually say
like yo diggity homie.
Yes,
like
it's a bit like that. It's a bit like I was about to say the N word.
Schedule.
You've had a long call before this, to be fair.
I'm in my fourth hour.
Yeah, your fourth hour of podcasting today.
Which is when you just say the N word accidentally after 1 minute of Boys Gone Wild recording.
Yes, the pronunciation of schedule is exactly like.
I nearly said it as well because just with the funniness of bleeping it, but none of these are good decisions.
Yeah, I reckon don't say the N word on the pod.
Yeah, and that's a Boys Gone Wild belief.
Production duty. Were you back on the gear again?
Yeah, I'm back on the gear. This is just let everyone know I'm back on the gear.
So yes, I've been on tour, the Finland's History Tour with Charlie. It's been quite close quarters, intense. On the first night, you came running in saying, "I've got something I need to tell you."
Did I?
Yeah. Get that off the screen.
Did I?
Yeah, because we've got a new editor of the show, right? Shout
yes.
Shout out our boy.
Leo. We can say his
first.
Oh,
yeah. We can't tell his story on that.
Yeah, we can.
Leo
I asked
said
him.
It's all right.
Did he?
Yeah. So there's a new member of the team. Shout out Leo.
Yeah.
And what's happening a lot, our thumbnail guy, shout out Alex Thumbnail.
Alex. That's not his second name.
No, in all of our phones, it's his second
name.
He's Alex Thumb for me.
He's Thumbman for me.
He's part of the thumbnail family.
Yeah.
He's got a signet ring with like a
thumb on it. I know it's on his thumb. It's a signet ring for his thumb.
It's Alex Thumbnail.
Alex Thumbman. Thumbman is all.
Thumbman.
Well, thumb man, but put together, so Thumbman.
As a joke. It's
yeah.
Like, right. So you're having fun with it.
Yeah.
Like a footman.
Yeah.
But it's your Thumbman.
But it's your Thumbman.
Yeah. But part of this kind of weird new world of podcasting that's sort of expanding is that you have a lot of people who do key jobs who you never see.
Yeah.
Just over WhatsApp.
100%.
Yeah. So then you actually met Leo for the first time.
We did. We decided to have a little
episodes last month.
And he's a nutter.
We decided to have a little podcast meeting so we could all, it's just get to know the team really. It was one of the first times where I wished I put the hell that I've had to in conventional work on people, where we had to go around the table and say a fun fact about themselves and all that stuff. But I didn't put everyone through that.
Yeah.
No, we met him just to say hello. Nice to know the person on the other end of the camera. Mm-hmm. Hello, Leo.
Yeah.
And we were at the pub, and then these two ladies kind of sat next to us and started kind of talking to us.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing a lot of the talking initially, but then it became quite clear that everyone wanted me to leave because I was the only one in a relationship.
Was that how was that made clear?
It was just how I was having a lovely time with them, and then when I said goodbye, it felt like a sigh of relief came through the pub.
All four of them.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Now that this squares, I was having a lovely time, and to be honest, it left a sour taste of the walk home. Well, how dare you? Yeah, these ladies were lovely. They came over. I had a lot of weird connections with one of them.
What do you mean?
You were there. She turned out to be her brother. Basically, the two women that we were talking to had never met each other in real life either, and we'd never met Leo in real life.
Was she her editor?
No,
it wasn't.
No,
she was the thumbnail woman.
Yeah, well,
thumb woman.
You wouldn't be surprised in this climate, but they'd met for the first time in their life because the one from Manchester's sister does musical theatre. It turns out. The one from Manchester's brother does musical theatre.
Right.
The other lady does musical theatre.
Okay.
They'd been pen pals for a bit. Slightly odd. Never really got to the bottom of how that happened.
Yeah.
However, her brother, who's in musical theatre, had just done a show with Elle's mum.
Really?
Which is pretty
so
crazy.
The musical theatre connection. It runs deep.
It runs deep.
Shit runs.
And she loved Elle.
And she was a fan of Elle's as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was all...
And were you going to leverage that with some flirtation?
Well, Charlie was saying...
How close are you with Elle? It's like...
I love that lady.
Charlie was actually saying nothing.
She calls me up for advice all the time about music.
Yeah.
Like
Can
that.
I have sex with you now? He's my mate. And you're like... Anyway.
No, I was very much spare part.
Elle's great for
I didn't say.
Actually loves it.
I felt that like. Well, you paint the picture, Andrew.
Yeah, well, no, because I was doing a lot of the talking. They were giving Leo a lot of stick. It was funny. Back
I was
and
I was a
forth.
spare part.
Charlie was a spare part for much of it.
So you weren't really bringing.
He
much.
was pitying me. I could feel his pity. He was like checking on.
Occasionally,
okay and stuff.
I'd tap on his leg and squeeze him. Be all good.
Really.
Yeah, because he was uncharacteristically
like this.
quiet.
You're never quiet.
He's never quiet.
You're the most social person I've ever met. How,
I got outgunned.
You got outgunned.
He did get outgunned.
Because
Leo
the
was-
youngest in the team, and also he's very cordial over text with
Handsome.
me. So I just assumed it was just kind of.
He's
like,
not cordial over text with me.
Is he not?
No, he's a ne'er-do-weller.
Okay, right. I think he just has more respect for me.
Or, yeah, you're more of a prick who treats people like shit.
And I think Charlie, he viewed you as sort of fellow pigs in the trough.
Oh yeah.
I'm
for
glad
sure.
the ladies came because there was quite a long time that they were just talking about the plights of editing, which wasn't the most engaging Friday night conversation for anyone other than people who edit. So they were both black ladies, and there was black queens, and they were. That makes it worse. It makes it worse. They were giving Rio a nice ribbing, a gentle kind of fun. Rio a libbing. Leo a ribbing.
It's a long day.
It's a long day. Because I think they were just saying that he'd never met a black person. Fun things like that. And Leo at one point out of panic kind of said, I've done a lot for the community.
I mean, that's kind of
one of my favourite lines.
That's building on, I've got one of my best friends is black.
We'd already done that.
It's already passed that.
Yeah. I mean, what was true of it, he was actually joking. And that went unnoticed by them, and I decided to not notice on purpose to take the piss out of him.
No, they were kind of giving. Initially, I think Leo kind of offended them by being kind of very confident and mad, and then over time he committed to that so heavily that it kind of started going in a circle, and then he started really charming them.
Yeah,
and that's when
what are you doing?
I'm silent.
I'm just like. Leo and I
so
are
he's
charming.
just working this master plan, and you're just like...
I couldn't be more of a spare part.
He was absolutely silent for the whole thing. I
got nervous.
At one point, he got up and left, and we didn't really notice where he had gone because he hadn't been saying anything anyway. And then he just came back with a massive bowl of chips from across the road. He went.
Were you nervous eating?
Yeah, I needed something to do in my mouth.
He was panicky
because I couldn't be talking.
It is true that I was checking in on you.
You were, yeah. He kept quite a few times in a way that was really like. Concerned and like made me realise how little I was off.
I was just checking you were all right. I've just never really seen you that.
You never shut up for 1 second.
Leo really just schooled me, basically.
Well, he spoke to them for a bit.
But they were both like they were kind of swooning around him, and then like they were looking at his hinge and stuff.
Is this after I left?
Were you not there for this?
For the hinge? I don't think I was there for the hinge.
I kind of insisted on getting my hinge out, which no one really cared
So he's showing it, they're loving it. Do you want to see mine?
Yeah.
Charlie threw a lot of stuff out there that was just ignored. So I understand the silence now, to be honest.
Yeah. And then Andrew left, and the girl, there were two, well, they'll remain nameless, but basically, I'll bleep them. And whoever Leo was with, I don't know her name.
One was from Manchester.
Do you want to bleep that bit? Whoever Leo was with, but I don't know her name. Let's bleep that.
Let's bleep everything you've just said.
So she remains anonymous.
Yeah.
Bleep this. I don't know her name.
I don't know her name. Wow. Charlie, you got to think about people's privacy on the podcast.
We then went to another pub, and Leo and the girl that Leo was with started snogging. And then
they snogged in the pub, did they?
They did. And then the girl that I was with wanted to slog Leo, and then and then was like to me like, wife swap. Basically said to me that this had been like a wife swap because she was trying to set me up with the girl that Leo. She was trying to palm me off to the girl that Leo snogged.
No one wanted Charlie
because I was wearing trackies, and she was like, she looked at my trackies, and went, I don't like them because they were quite like boomer dad trackies.
Yeah, they probably got yogurt on them as well.
Yeah, they were covered with tea.
Yeah, they were covered in tea. Tea-stained trackies I was wearing.
This silent tea-stained man in the corner just shoveling chips into his mouth, saying, "Can you look at my Hinge profile?" Yeah, come to think of it, you did an awful job. It's a miracle anything happened.
And then Leo was kind of having a passionate snog with his lady in the pub. Me and the girl who didn't like my trackies were kind of dancing, I guess, but she was kind of dancing and I was sort of there, I guess.
I've just never seen the side to you, Charlie.
Yeah, I got really...
Just being there and not really doing
I was just
anything.
there. And then she suggested we go back to theirs, and then we both went back to one of their houses.
Did you swap again?
No.
No, right.
No,
so
no,
once
no.
that was locked in,
No,
they have some on.
Yeah.
They were passionately kissing him.
So I guess what's strange about this situation is, all four of you had never met each other.
Yeah, it's kind of destiny. It was written in the stars.
Yeah.
No one had met each other at any point.
It's true.
Yeah.
In that house, they'd all met that day, and then they all had sex with each other.
But it was really lovely.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel that it's happened a couple times. It's like with that Arthur. There's been a couple times where I'm just at the place, and there's a kind of sexual event that takes place where two people have a sexual chemistry,
And
I'm just there, and therefore I'm involved.
That's pretty sad. Pretty bleak.
I'm there, therefore I'm involved.
As in, like
Are you a cuck? I don't know what.
I'm more just.
No, he's more just like a chair. He's just
I'm an
kind of.
adult.
So a cuck sits on Charlie.
Yeah. A cuck is too good for what he is. He's just he's an inanimate object occupying the room.
I'm an add-on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Therefore I'm involved.
Therefore, yeah, you can't disclude me. I'm here.
But then we all went back to one of their houses and watched the Molly May documentary and did some snogging.
We both snogged at the same time.
No, Leo started doing some like real snogging on the sofa, and I got kind of alpha.
He's like Casanova. He's fucking.
He killed it. I got absolutely outgunned.
Yeah. And then you went to the separate room and then had sex with the one who didn't really want to have sex with you.
Well, she did by the time we were having sex.
Yeah.
This wasn't.
I'm sure you woke up a bit.
Yeah, I did.
And put the charm on.
By the end,
because that's like, I can't stress enough how he said nothing before up to the point that I left.
By the end, we were kind of enjoying each other's company. But I think initially she was definitely into Leo.
Yeah.
Interested.
Did you put a good performance in?
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried my best.
You left it all out on the pitch.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for.
When we've exchanged messages.
I did get a flurry of messages from Leo, obviously, because he'd kind of just, we're just starting this podcast. It's a bit like I imagine when he went, he was like, right, I'll be professional a little bit, but a bit of fun still. Stop this, ladies!
Yeah, I think he woke up the next day kind of slightly a
bit
concerned.
Like, oh God, what have I done?
Yeah, but it was fine.
Do you know in Fargo? You know when they shag.
Which,
you know that scene when they're both shagging in the same room in the film? Do you remember that scene?
Yes.
Oh,
that's how in my head. That's what I imagined it was like.
Yeah.
Swingers.
Yeah. Well, they were prostitutes, I imagine.
Leo, can you get like a little bit of footage of that? Please. I just want to. That's what. When you first told me, that's what I imagined was happening.
Yeah.
In that room.
It was. Yeah. It was all surprising.
It was very surprising for me as well.
I was surprised that Leo had sex when I heard about it the next morning, but I was even more surprised that you did.
I mean, I went non-verbal.
You've been on like a real dry spell as well. Yeah. So it really got the confidence blown off.
Yeah, and it's a nice one. It was meeting
lovely.
in real life.
We've exchanged.
It's kind of rare that you do that. You meet strangers at a pub and then go nowadays.
Yeah.
So that's a nice thing.
We've had a conversation since. We had a thanks for having me, and it was very nice to meet you. So I think it was good.
That's lovely.
That's lovely. Yeah. we needed that bit. Yeah.
That's great. I mean, awesome.
That's what happens on the Investigators podcast. Always got more fucking tame, man.
But I went so non-verbal.
I went home to bed.
I can't stress how non-verbal I was.
The next day, and I've got a girlfriend.
I was,
but most importantly, the work.
Otherwise, I would have been riding on those titties like it's Tuesday.
I went. I can't stress how non-verbal I went. It
was really. I've never seen him like that. I have never seen him like that. It's very odd.
What happened? I think I just felt like
I think you felt.
I felt not wanted. I think.
No, you were. I mean, there was a few things like she was a science teacher. She did biochem, I think, at St. Andrews. So a good scientist. And there were points where me and her were trying to explain what the Doppler effect was to Charlie. Right. And Charlie's fucking idiocy really came out of that.
What?
There was a lot of... we explained it to him, and so he was like, right, so what if the car goes that way? And we're like, you've misunderstood everything.
So it has to be that way.
Yeah.
She was very...
That was it.
She was very clever.
You know what the Doppler effect is, right?
Yeah.
And so
when the car goes over there.
Yeah.
It sounds different.
Yeah.
Only if it's a siren.
That was the first thing he'd said in a while. Is that, There's change of pitch.
Right.
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
Yeah, I wasn't making. I don't know when the impression started changing that I actually had anything to say at all.
Yeah, I think it was when I left. So I probably left a gap that you could have filled.
I think maybe Yeah, so it's Andrew's fault that I went. I was so quiet.
Yeah.
I was meant to come. I was gonna. You said I could maybe if I was around.
Yeah.
I had a gig.
You'd have loved it. You'd have loved it.
I don't know. Who knows what would have happened?
Yeah. You probably would have left when I left.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Also, what a first business meeting with Leo.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Shout
out to Leo. Yeah. Chaos.
So me and Charlie did 2 dates. Did Glasgow, Manchester. So it's been like we've been on the road together. one very funny thing happened. So basically, Finn was meant to come on the train from Glasgow to Manchester, the later train with me. He didn't for boring reasons. So Charlie ended up coming in Finn's place, right?
Yeah.
We went first class from Glasgow to Manchester,
Never been.
right? He'd never been. So all the crew
To
had gone-
Glasgow or in first class?
First class.
Yeah.
both though. You haven't been to Glasgow either.
And then been to Glasgow either.
Wow.
So it was-
Glasgow and first class.
What have you done?
Yeah.
I've made love.
The crew had gone early, so it was
Yeah.
like a later train. Just me and Charlie. He walks in and goes, "I've never been in first class." Everything's like, "Wow, this is amazing."
On a train, by the way.
Yeah. So there's nothing. You know.
No, it's still special.
But that was Transpennine had a really.
It's an amazing route.
Yeah.
Loads of like cows and horses and stuff.
Yeah, and the route's stunning. No,
Yeah.
genuinely,
Yeah,
it was
I
stunning.
know it
route.
is.
Yeah, I know.
But what was really funny was every time. So we're on like a table of 4, and he's at the window.
Yeah.
Right? So it's often quite hard to get in.
Yeah.
Every time he got in, he would stand on the seats.
Yeah.
To
I
sit
had to
down.
overcome the wires.
Yeah, and I remember
Was it
I laughed
legitimate?
about it.
Legitimate stand?
He had a headphone wire that he didn't want to unplug. I wouldn't personally have done it.
Yeah.
I would have taken the headphone out. I just wouldn't have walked on the seats. But he just kept doing it.
First class as well. Got to be
Yeah.
mindful.
Yeah.
You know, you're
And
a bit-
then there was a guy behind us who, I guess he looked like he was a proper Glaswegian guy. Iron Maiden t-shirt, tattoo sleeve.
yeah.
And every time, I'd been sort of clocking this, every time Charlie stepped on the seats, he just really wasn't
Furious.
like
Scary looking man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Charlie stood on the seats to get out as he was going to the toilet, and I saw him.
No, I went to get a Karamak bar.
Get Karamak bar. You had to get a chocolate bar, and then he
Didn't help.
said, Charlie didn't hear it. He said, "Standing on the seats, like you can't stand on the seats." So he'd said,
Yeah,
that.
yeah. A
Charlie
quiet
didn't spot
mutter.
this. I'd stood
he
up. And
spotted it.
I'd spotted it, so I was like, I saw what was going to happen already.
Yeah.
I probably should have stopped
Diffused
you,
it.
but I don't know. I guess
Let
part
nature
of me,
take its course.
Wanted to
maybe
see
part of me wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Because he was ready to pop. And then you came back holding a chocolate bar. You'd started eating it. So you look like a fucking idiot. I don't think
Cartoon boy.
It's harder to look stupider than when you've got a half-eaten chocolate bar with a wrapper in one hand like that. Like,
Yeah.
he's stood on the seats again, and then the guy flew off the handle, shouted at you.
Thick Glaswegian.
Did you
accent.
shout?
Shouted at
Immediately.
you. Really aggressive.
Give us a.
What was it? What was the? What
You
did
can't fucking stand on the seats. You
Don't
can't.
stand on the seats.
Don't stand on the seats.
Excuse me, can you not stand like properly? And Charlie was
No,
taken
excuse
aback.
me, just
It
don't-
was.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
obviously Charlie shouldn't
was
stand on the seats,
extra.
but it was. It was
An
so
overreaction.
fucking. You can't be shouting it. It's
mental.
Being that.
He did-
and
obviously
then
did really-
Charlie. And that, I said I hadn't seen Charlie's aggro side
Yeah.
in line bites. I can't really imagine it. Charlie, obviously, to be told off in public,
Yeah. Tough.
he wasn't going to stand for the humiliation.
No.
But because he was frozen because he'd been shouted at, he was still.
Was he stood on the stick?
He was still standing on his seat
With a chocolate bar.
With a chocolate- So then you gave it back. Can you not raise your voice, please?
Oh, don't raise
Yeah.
your voice. Like, keep your voice
That's
down.
not bad because that's actually poor train etiquette.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know he's.
He says standing on a seat.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "You have no respect for other people." And it was like, and
Blah,
then-
blah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you started like, what? You,
I just kind of started repeating what he was saying.
yeah. So he was winding him up. Then he started standing up, looking like he was going to fight.
He took his headphones out and literally
he was
like moved to like
He says, "You fucking tramp."
like,
He
tramp.
called him a tramp.
tramp, and I went
Yeah.
tramp. All I had was like repeating him.
Yeah.
And then I sat down.
Shit.
And then I was like,
You're
I was
gonna
just
get
like,
hit
let's
one
leave
day.
it, Charlie. Because if you kept going, you
Yeah.
Yeah,
would have
Horatio
been
called it
punched.
off.
That's
Punching
on a
for-
train.
Like, literally, this is my first time in first class. Get sparked. If you got sparked
I mean,
out
it would
an
be
hour into.
Yeah.
Kicked off the train. I mean, you'd be in one of those videos you see when people are having altercations on a train.
I think if I pushed it harder, he would have.
Definitely.
Gone for it.
Yeah.
He was up for it.
That's dangerous stuff because we spoke about it the other week with his bike aggro
Yeah.
and like your general
No,
your
I
kind
know.
of sarcasm. You're gonna get hit.
I know. Well, I was saying to Horatio,
Yeah,
there's been another story where like I was at another comedian's house like doing work, and I went like I was driving across a zebra crossing, and this man.
Yeah.
I was driving to somebody's house for work.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
And I was driving over the zebra crossing, and this guy just kind of gave me this weird look, or stepped out in front of me, and I found it indignant. I found it insolent and sort of like rude of him, I guess.
The insolence.
The insolent.
Yeah.
I just
That's
found
the
it,
thing that gets you.
I found it like aggy and unnecessary.
Right.
So I put my finger out the window and gave him the finger, completely unnecessarily.
Was he
to be honest.
crossing a zebra crossing and you should have stopped?
No, I think it was the opposite.
I don't think there can be an opposite. That's clever.
What
He wasn't
Were
crossing
you
the-
driving your car across the
Crossing
zebra
the-
crossing and he was
didn't stop for you. What insolence that man shows.
No, I can't remember what it was, but he was initially in the wrong. But then I gave him the finger, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and it was like, this isn't over. The way he reacted to that,
he couldn't believe it. Right?
He was
What did he do?
He just like
you could just see
his whole body tense, and he just started marching towards the car. And I drove around the corner, and then was like, just had a feeling that this wasn't done. And then I just parked up, and then just was like hiding in my Polo. And then this man sort of scooted around the corner in some other car, and it was the same guy, and he'd been like looking for me doing like laps of this kind of industrial estate. And then got out of his car and came to my window and was like, "You need to watch who you're talking to. You're lucky I'm in uniform." He was in like a security outfit.
You're a security guard.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
he was on. I think he was on job.
You really know how to pick him, don't you? Glaswegians and Iron Maiden outfits with tattoos and security guards.
Yes,
fucking get that one. And then just repeating.
You're like a physically weak, skinny man as well.
Yeah,
just still
giving
it the big
all bark.
And then just repeating what they say, and then eventually hiding around the corner.
But what I would say
you're
is,
going to get fucking sparked, and that sounds like you deserve it.
In both cases, the guy on the train was outrageously aggro immediately.
It was,
and this other guy was in the wrong initially. And I was having.
But
I expected I was like, I'm just having a really bad day.
But to be fair,
I'm having a really bad day.
To be fair to him telling you got to watch what you do. That's good advice, and I think he handled that
It's kind of odd to go through that much effort just to give someone that kind of advice.
I think
that's good advice.
I diffused it.
I'm saying it's good
some
advice.
people, it's like you cannot middle finger me without. I have to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take.
I know.
Humiliation.
But then giving like a word to, that's fair enough.
I backed down quite quickly and just said that I'd had a really awful day and I was in a really bad way.
Was that true?
No.
Yeah.
What was that video of that pedo getting caught?
I am pooing.
Have you seen that video?
I don't think
It's probably the lowest a man can possibly be. It's the lowest moment you can possibly think of. He's been caught as a pedo, this postman, right?
Yeah.
And then he just goes, how's he going?
I am pooing.
Okay. What? Is he by the toilet?
They've realised...
No. Basically, it's who you hear to me. It's one of those videos.
I am pooing.
And then he goes, I am pooing. I've pooed.
Oh, did he actually shit himself?
Yeah, he shat himself.
I mean, that's his...
I am pooing.
It's basically like, mate, you're a pedo, you're going away for a long time, and then he was like, I am pooing.
He's just made it worse. He could have just been the pedo, but now he's the pedo with poop in his pants.
Yeah.
Try saying that one.
He's a pedo with poop in his pants.
You did well.
That's as low as it goes.
That's as low as it goes. You need to watch yourself, pal.
I know.
You're going to end up in hospital or somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not coming to get you.
No, it was... I mean, yesterday wasn't a wake... I was about to say it was a wake-up call. The guy with the car incident was a wake-up call.
Yeah.
But with the Iron Maiden guy, right, so he kept grumbling the whole time, and he was just sat there. He's on his iPad, right, and he was just tensing the whole... Still, because it'd been tense, but this is after we've had the altercation. Yeah. And then he just, after 20 minutes... He stands up and goes to speak to one of the train staff, and I just hear him saying he's been standing on the seat.
What are you gonna do about it? I heard it, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And then one of the train conductors walked over and was like, "Can you not stand on the seats because other people
couldn't give less of a shit."
Yeah.
And then we were like, "Yeah,
sure, sorry."
And he was like, "Right." And then you did have a loud phone call. Where you said, yeah, a man altercation on the phone, weird vibe. I mean, he was just sat behind listening to all that. Like you were just, and then you had a call for probably about 45 minutes that kept cutting out. And I was like, all right, okay, at least he's not going to, and you just kept calling back.
That's what he does. It's what he does.
I read you politely be like, who was that?
Yeah.
Just amazing.
We have loads of phone calls when you're on the train, and it's always intermittent because he's going under bridges. And then I just forget and start texting him, and I get like 5 missed calls from him.
Yeah, so this fucking mad guy.
Yeah,
he just sat behind you.
Yeah.
And then he did, on the way out, he was speaking to someone else talking about...
Yeah, we kind of, to be honest, I think we both...
How bad standing on the train seats.
We did both calm down a bit because he could have stuck his oar in more.
At that point, what are you going to do?
I worked out more about him. So even though he had the big get up, he then had a very polite and cordial conversation with the train conductor about... He makes the trip...
Lovely conversation,
He makes the trip from Glasgow to Manchester all the time.
Loves it.
And
so you're basically standing on his sofa in his living room.
He was comparing the quality of the first classes in each different line, and he was saying this is his favourite first class. He was talking about he was almost basically a bit autistic. Basically,
yeah, he loves trains.
Detail.
Yeah. He like Glasgow geezer.
There's
Francis
a first class
Borgia.
on a different line, nowhere near as good as this, nowhere near as good a service as you guys. We had to wait 2 hours once before they even came around to ask for drinks.
Wow.
So it's like the details. It's all this.
Yeah.
This is what the first class.
He's
not used to some fucking tramp.
Yeah. Walk a mile in his shoes, and then you get this cunt.
So he lives in first class, and you'd been there for an hour.
You don't come off good.
I won't be coming back. I won't be going back to first class.
Right, yeah. You're clearly not built for it.
I'm built for standard class.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have happened in
You don't
standard
get
class.
that in standard. You
No.
don't, to be honest.
You don't.
No.
That would be mental for somebody to tell me not to stand on the seats. I guess for him...
I've been told to take my feet off the seats.
Yeah, take
before.
the feet off the seats. Yeah.
So standing is way more
I
uncouth.
didn't mean anything by it. I was just trying to
No,
get
but that's
out
not
of my
what
feet.
the problem is. It's
I
not the
got-
intention.
I got told to take my feet off the seats on the tube, and a guy flashed like an undercover TFL pass.
Really?
But he did it as if it was like
As a
sick.
big
and I was like,
move.
MI6.
Yeah.
he was like,
Feet
take
off.
a look at that. It's like,
All right.
all right.
Arrest me. Bell end. Yeah.
We were laughing about the idea that at the next train stop, there's like a SWAT team waiting
Yeah,
for Charlie
yeah,
to
yeah.
take him off.
Yeah.
It was quite dramatic. I tried to work afterwards. I was just like,
What, your heart was racing?
my heart was racing.
Well, you nearly got in a fight.
He did. There was a moment. There was just one movement he did where I was like, "Is this about to go?" 'Cause
It's
he-
funny
he
that
was like-
he's tasty, ready for a fight, but also loves trains
Trains.
in first class.
Yeah.
It's quite a funny combination.
He's an interesting character.
He
Iron
didn't feel very
Maiden.
first. He didn't feel like he would.
No.
He would love trains.
So
and
it's
be a
clearly
first-
like a job thing that he has to do all the time. So
yeah.
He sounds great.
He wasn't.
he was.
He wasn't. He was.
Yeah.
He was a nasty man.
But then, so we have this scene in the Film vs. History live show where we basically have this like Nazi scene, and we have to get
No, I've been with you all day and you've not told me.
we have to get normally local comics to do like extra parts.
Yeah.
So every new city, we just on the day find two people from North
Yeah,
American
yeah, yeah.
micers who are just going to stand there for this scene, right?
We were desperate.
Yeah.
And Pete found these two guys. It's like normal. They're just like open micers.
Yeah.
Do the scene. They did fine. We spoke to them. You know, it was chill. And then we got a message afterwards because a lot of other Glaswegian open micers were there,
Yep.
and they had got a message through another comic to Finn that basically one of the Nazis that we'd got on was a paedophile.
What?
Yeah.
Like an outed.
Piano he taught some girl.
Yeah.
at
So we
school.
can't allegedly.
I mean,
or
we're
whatever.
not naming him. Apparently,
Yeah.
he basically went out with the 15-year-old who he taught at school.
He taught them piano.
I
We did have a whole
No, I think
conversation.
I put that
We
in
had a
there.
whole conversation
Not
about
piano.
piano teachers.
Not piano.
It was
Yeah.
it was a drama teacher, and I think she was like 15, and he was he was like 25. So it's not like,
Has he been
It's fucked.
shot? But
It's fucked.
but it's not like
no.
it's not in the like.
It's
top
not like
leagues.
a 10-year-old, but it's
Yeah.
pedo.
So anyway,
So
and
you
he's
needed
been
someone to play a
ostracized
Nazi.
from the open mic scene. Everyone knows
Pedo
about this.
Nazi.
And then we're similarly the only.
Fucking
I mean, what
hell,
a
lads.
what a sentence! Oh fuck, our Nazis.
Oh,
are
Nazi's a pedo.
It was like, oh my god! And then
He must have been
gets worse.
gassed to get the
what?
gig.
It gets worse.
You know the Willy Wonka experience in Glasgow.
No.
No, you know the fuck.
Yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah.
He was Willy Wonka.
You literally couldn't fucking make it up.
The only two jobs this guy's got is he was Willy Wonka in the failed
And a
Willy-
film
car
versus history
crash.
and he
Nazi.
was a Nazi at the film versus history.
Honestly, he's great for the work, obviously, because he's a
The
well-known
only jobs he
paedophile.
can-
Yeah, well, a known scammer and then you fuckers are the only people that will employ him.
No, but you know what I don't like about him in
go on.
in reflection, apart
Go
from the pedo stuff, is the fact that he's willing, the arrogance of thinking I can go up, get on stage, having like you should be going and working in like a shop or a church rather than like how dare you fucking get up.
Can't see a problem with the church.
Fine, not church, but like a shop or an abattoir or something like where you're not seeing anyone. But the fact
so much.
the fact that you can
You can like bring
the fact that you think how dare you be like I'm going to stand on there and fucking
Yeah,
act.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
a nonce, mate. You like
Yeah. Take that Nazi badge off. You don't
Yeah,
deserve it.
you don't-
You gotta earn that
you
shit.
got- yeah.
I just think I just didn't that element of made me like
Yeah, well, yeah, many elements.
my blood boil.
Bobbly, bobbly,
If you're gonna be a pedo,
I'm not a paedophile.
If you're going to be a Nazi, don't be a pedo.
yeah. Pick one.
Yeah, you
one.
can't do both.
We're filming something for an exciting project that's coming out, and basically we're filming something, but we had to go to
Horatio and I.
Wait, so, yeah, set
me
that
and
up again.
Andrew.
Set that up
Yeah,
again.
so me and Andrew were filming something, which meant that we basically had to go for the day to Madame Tussauds. Right, so we've gone back as adults.
Without we can't really spoil it too much,
No.
to be honest. But the sequence involves us going round and sincerely enjoying Madame Tussauds, wearing odd outfits. Nothing
Yeah.
crazy, but just
but
a
wearing
bit
like
odd.
London tourist hats.
Yeah,
and stuff
well,
like
it's
that.
like bad suits, really, and I Heart London hats.
Yeah, okay.
So that was the whole plan for it.
And then you're not allowed to film in there. So Pete was there filming on his phone.
Yeah.
Just like tourists, right?
So we got the setup of us on a proper camera, but then the rest is for something that involves us sincerely going around the different waxworks at Madame Tussauds and taking pictures. One of the problems of filming something, of going around Madame Tussauds and sincerely taking pictures, is that people don't know you're filming it. They think you're going around Madame Tussauds sincerely taking pictures.
I genuinely think it's one of the most humiliating moments as the James Bond one.
I think it was the most humiliating experience of my life.
So in Madame Tussauds, there's all the James Bonds, all like 6 of them.
Yeah.
And then we were queuing with kids.
The hardest thing was the amount
I am queuing.
I'm queuing, I've queued.
The hardest thing is the amount of children present because it's a family day out.
Yeah.
So the whole point, Horatio and I would have to wait in a queue.
And Pete is a 40-year-old man.
Yeah, he looked the weirdest out of all of us in some ways because he was distancing himself from us. So he looked like he was going around by himself.
3 grown men.
Just
no family, kids.
What do they think the setup is? Like disabled sons?
I don't know. Well, yes. I think they thought we were mentally
There's
retarded.
no chance that not...
No, genuinely they thought we were retarded. Because you got to remember this. So there's a big queue to get photos. We're trying to hurry it up. So we're not giving way to any kids.
No.
Any kids behind us. It's not like after you. There's like, we're waiting to get there. And
we're at work.
We're at work. And then we basically, I think the most embarrassing of it, there's so many people who can see you.
All of
We've
the
got
James
all
Bonds.
the James Bonds.
All of them.
And then
Big queue.
Me and Andrew are going like...
And Pete's filming.
Pete's filming it.
Pete's filming, but he's amongst a crowd. So, but Pete's trying to be a bit...
Oh my God.
Because the whole idea was that he'd film us going...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but the whole idea was that Pete... It wasn't like we were doing it for Pete. The kind of joke in some ways is that we're going around without a photographer. So Pete isn't front and center doing it. So a lot of people, we do something. Pete would be far behind.
Pete looks crazy.
Yeah, but Pete would be far behind and people would be like, who's even taking their picture? It looked like we'd gone round by ourselves, not taking any photos, but just going up and having fun with the models.
A lot of older women were like...
the worst part
like
is...
the smiles of like...
Isn't that sweet? That was at the James Bond one.
We've got massive I Love London hats on and we're going...
At the James Bond one, there was a few people like doing a pitiful laugh at us and a few quiet rounds of applause.
Rounds of applause?
Because we were like performing, because we were doing a bit, but we were going like... We had to do that in front of a big group of people with I Heart London hats
the
on.
looks of like, that's sweet.
Isn't that nice?
Their
I've never
day
felt madder. It was the most. It's one of the most embarrassing felt because, especially we looked even. But I think if people glanced at us, they'd be like, "Yes, they're definitely mentally disabled." But if you looked a bit longer, the story. I would have been following us around for ages trying to work out what's going on because we'd go up and be like,
yeah, and then as soon as the
and then
camera's
we'd be
on,
like. And then stone face and walking around and be like, do we need to get Gwyneth Paltrow or not? Is she funny? I don't
and then
know.
we're like,
and then suddenly it'll be like, ready? And then
where's Pete? Is Pete just following
Pete's
you
just
from a
meandering.
distance?
yeah, Pete, just got his phone.
Pete's just
like
So
meandering.
what do you think he looks like to the...
I don't know. He's just...
I think he looks in some ways odder, but I think we definitely took the crumpet that day, if you want to say that phrase. However, one part of Man of Two Swords, we were genuinely...
Well, what do you think of the Man of Two Swords experience?
It was kind of what I expected. Part of it is, to be honest, if I was a Japanese tourist, I would recommend going there. I think it is a bit of fun.
I think if you're a kid, actually, I think it would be great fun. Because it's a big
Scary.
experience.
There was the wax models, they look shit online. Pictures of them, and they came out shit in pictures, but there was a couple of moments where we jumped because we thought real people were wax figures.
I'm not going to slag off the whole experience. It was actually better than I thought, because I thought Man of Two Swords, it's the bottom of the bottom. It's the most tourist slot you can possibly have, and I thought that for the entirety of the waxwork bit.
Until
but you were impressed by the waxworks.
I was.
For me, I couldn't care less.
No. Hold on. Did I care about them? No.
Yeah.
But was I going? I was startled, and so were you. There was that one bald man who was stood really still, and then he moved, and we both went, "Oh my god," because we thought he was a waxwork. It's just
a random punter.
Yeah.
But I would say the waxwork does absolutely nothing for me.
No.
Really,
As an art form.
I agree.
It really,
Look,
like the quality of them looking like the person. It really.
I'm not saying I was dazzled by it. I'm saying I was.
Like you were.
I was impressed. I was surprised.
I mean, it's not bloody bad.
I mean, to be honest, they have managed to get the consistencies of the rock there quite magically.
We got a snow globe photo of us with the rock.
We can't reveal any of these yet.
No,
they have to wait. But no, so
Who was your favourite celeb though that you saw?
None of them. I didn't have a favourite celeb.
I was pretty starstruck when I saw Leonardo DiCaprio.
Why?
Maybe Timothy Chalamet.
Because he's amazing.
Well, just
Chalamet.
he looks like him when I was out. No, it's just more like, that's a big star.
There he is. I think Chalamet was
who's like the least. Who's the biggest riffraff of any celebs in Madame Tussauds? Who shouldn't have
Mo
a wax
Salah was with all the like film stars.
Yeah, there was.
That wasn't like, because I thought that'd be like a footballer
sports
section, and there's not really many.
We didn't do all of it. In fairness,
right?
It might have been. More.
Who's the least significant celebrity that was there?
Probably Mo Salah.
Least significant is Mo Salah.
Yeah,
biggest.
They're not doing like
Keith
Chegwin.
He won like the.
He's a big footballer.
Yeah, but it's massive. There's only really famous people.
Yeah, but he nearly won the President of Egypt award.
What do you want us to answer
the
here?
President of Egypt award. What's that?
He nearly became President of Egypt.
So would you say who's bigger, Mo Salah or Eddie Redmayne?
Who's that?
Well, it's pointless having a conversation.
It is, yeah.
But I wouldn't say Mo Salah's.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't actually know who was the least significant. They're mostly pretty significant.
Eddie Redmayne.
Look, the waxworks.
Look,
I was
as
surprised.
you imagine, it was tacky bollocks, right?
However,
but then we go downstairs and there's this chamber of horrors.
Trans.
He
played a trans woman.
Right.
Fucking
not trans.
And then we go downstairs to this place called the Chamber of Horrors, and I really don't like waxworks. Don't give a fuck, but I am for like a immersive experience. I've always said this, and so it goes through like kind of London dungeony sort of stuff. It's got the smells. It's got fucking Jack the Ripper, Cray twins, all that. That was like, okay,
because that's
not terrible.
Because usually in a house of horrors, it's the waxworks are bad, or they're not waxworks at all. Yeah. They're just like bad witches coming out of you. So to have a chamber of horrors with genuinely good waxwork, it does add something.
And I like the experience. You got the
Is
music.
It horror style?
Yeah. Well, it's just like
what
real,
else would it be? You fucking no, it was fantasy style.
It was real life.
The Chamber of Horrors drama,
British true crime stuff brought to life. Fair enough.
But the real star.
And then we go through there, and then you're sort of in this kind of like Harry Potter looking like library in a queue waiting for all these taxis. So it's like a ride.
Right.
There's only 2 seats in each ride, so Pete had to go on his own.
That was my
really
highlight.
funny.
Yeah.
Just Pete, who's
what's all this?
On his own. And then we sat in, and then the ride basically goes through British/London history, and it's amazing. We were
quite embarrassingly blown away.
What do you mean?
We were both, we weren't far off being moved.
We were the whole thing. We were filming ourselves now for the sketch, and we needed to pretend to be dazzled, but we didn't need to.
We didn't need to pretend.
Like, you put the phone down.
It was pretty extraordinary. I guess because they're making so much money. It's the most visited tourist attraction in the world, and they really put it all into that ride.
Yeah,
you just go. It's just snaking.
Is it
through.
fast?
No, but you're like seeing a bit. It turns you from side to side. Get the Man Tussauds ride.
Huge waxworks, like massive figurines.
Kate Moss.
It's kind of grand and detailed. No, forget Kate Moss is historical. This one.
Like that
one.
Yeah, look,
that was
in
that
the taxi.
Rachel Nelson, Trafalgar. It did fucking.
How long is it?
Christopher Wren.
It was fucking long. It was 15 minutes.
It's like
maybe 10.
It's £33 is a lot of money, but to be fair to them, they didn't skimp out.
Was it £33?
Yeah, I thought it'd be more of a rip off than it was.
Taxis.
Yeah,
that's where we were. Yeah.
Where it is the fact that you end up buying your photo. We bought so many photos. I did end up spending for all the photos we got. I spent another like 50 quid.
It was necessary.
So there's snack
stores all points of the way. You can get like popcorn.
So it's just extracting.
And how Ramo? What is the kind of demographic? Of
Absolutely rammed.
Yeah, rammed.
It was, what time was it? It was 11 o'clock on a Tuesday.
It's only open
big queues,
massive queues.
Yeah.
Did you have to queue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
We had our slot.
We had our slot, and boy, did we use it.
But then we left quite embarrassed because we were like, we went in very cynical, and we were like, no, that's pretty.
It just added to the confusion of everyone that was seeing.
Pretty amazing.
Like these, well, because if people were following us, like are they being sarcastic? But then when we get off and we're nearly in tears after the cab ride through British history, at that point, I don't know who the fuck are these guys? I think they're genuinely just here for a good day out. They're not mentally disabled. They're just really into this stuff.
And then there's like, as on many theme rides where you had the photo when you're like passing by, there's a great one of Pete just on his own.
You'll see that.
Just looking like...
Yeah.
Was Pete moved by the... Pete's Australian.
No, Pete
moved by... No. Oh, what's all this then?
Yeah, I don't think Pete said anything about...
No, he did ask to leave quite swiftly after that, actually. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't what I expected, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like a circus going in there. It's kind of, you go for the spectacle, and I wasn't expecting it to be that big a spectacle.
We're promoting Madame Tussauds. So can't believe the pod. You got to check out Madame Tussauds.
But you had a really traumatic time there when you were a child.
I did, yeah.
And you've now had a revised You revise your view.
Yeah.
Just because of the ride. The ride honestly changed everything.
But the
waxworks, annoyingly, I'm having to stress I don't care about the waxworks, which the more I say it sounds like I'm lying. So I'm just going to leave it at that. The waxworks, I think, were surprising because you see them online and they always look shit. But even in the pictures, stop it. But even in the pictures we took of them, they look bad on your... Shut up. You were there and you agreed. On the pictures we took of them, they look bad on your phone, but in real life, they look good.
Do you think anyone's ever tries to snog or hug things?
Yes. You put your arms around them. Of course people have tried to snog them. Of course they have. Absolutely. I bet you get some fucking weirdos in there.
Yeah.
There's some of the most attractive women that have ever lived. Don't make me look weird. I'm not being weird.
Or going to Madame Tussauds.
Yeah. No. Are in there as waxworks.
He was like, fucking hell, this is absolute fucking lineup of babes.
And I'm there in an I Heart London hat.
Fucking hell, the talent on show.
The talent. Jesus. They're all children. No, of course you get some weirdos going in there. I imagine they've had to kick people out for being inappropriate at the waxworks on a monthly basis.
Could you stay there overnight, like my night at the museum? Do you think anything happens at night time?
Are you asking?
That's a two-part question.
Can you stay there overnight full stop and do the waxworks come to life?
Yes.
Yes, I suppose.
Yes, on both counts.
Yes, on both counts. Yeah. But you have to pay extra for that experience. Would you like them to come to life or not? But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I come out with Madame Tussauds with more questions than answers.
Yeah.
Right, we've had some messages in about big news to the Boys Gone Wild universe is that Bingham is coming out with a new range of ready meals. Charlie, can you please get it up? I've had quite a lot of outrage in my DM section. I think maybe this might be the point where we say Bingham's gone too far.
Do you think it's gone to his head, all the success?
Yes. So I think partly it's not a coincidence that he's had the audacity to release this range after all the gas we've given him on Boys Gone Wild.
I mean, we're definitely part of what's building him up.
So Bingham is now coming out with £30 ready meals.
Fuck me.
Coq au vin. Didn't he do that already?
Yeah.
Coq au vin. Bingham dislikes the term ready meals. It implies something loaded with chemicals that you can whiz up in the microwave in minutes. It's kind of what they are. Whereas his creations require baking and even involve a touch of proper cooking. Scroll down. So we've got Coq au vin. We've got confit duck.
6 out of 10 for the Coq au vin.
Yeah, confit duck. I mean, these look fucking mad. But my problem with Bingham is...
But you wouldn't...
They look average. They don't look mad.
But if you're making that from scratch...
For a ready meal.
How much would that cost to make that?
For an individual portion, way less.
Way less. You probably could do that for 12.
I guess it's for... It's a very niche market.
Yeah,
I guess
for
it's
lazy people with really fancy taste.
People who can't cook who've got money.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. Salmon Wellington for
it's
£30.
It's getting too close to not being a ready meal. Then it's like, it's a very...
I think he's flying too close to the sun.
Yeah, £30, he has to be taken.
£9 for... Well, that's for a double. There's like £7.50 for a single
Sorry,
tikka masala.
hang on. We must qualify. They're £16.95. The beef is 30 quid.
Okay.
Right, okay, that's fair. We do need to give him his due.
This is 30 quid.
Yeah, the beef Wellington's £30. Yeah, okay.
But they are 17 quid for a ready meal.
It's very hard to make one at home, a beef Wellington.
It's true. That at that point, I understand it.
But then how much is it in a restaurant? Yeah.
Not
but
30
then you're eating out.
Yeah, you're eating. Just go
or you're getting a takeaway. Just get the takeaway instead of that. I think he's flown too close to the sun.
Yeah, because as soon as you get into that thing,
I'm not going to.
What's a fair price? 20?
I think around what he's on now, like £7.50 for a single tikka masala. That's fine. It's a bit more than you'd expect to spend on a ready meal, but you're paying for a bit of a privilege of a good meal.
I don't need it to be better than it is.
I don't need. I think he's going for too much quality. We just want more variance, really.
And it's you've got you've got convenience, quality, and price, and you've got to play with those things. But
in terms of the Wellington,
convenience is the kind of the big thing.
Just because, get a fucking takeaway.
Yeah, go to a pub.
Go to a pub. Go eat out. You can eat out.
Let's see what rating did the Guardian give that?
The Wellington
7 out of 10. Takes 50 minutes to prepare. Right, so that is controversial. But maybe will we look back on and he's changed the game like he has many times, and we'll be seen as the naysayers who didn't believe the vision.
Well, if we're the naysayers of Charlie Bingham, then something's gone terribly wrong.
2 out of 10. What was 2 out of 10?
The
venison bourguignon.
Right. And how much is that? Like £16.50?
£16.95, I believe.
But I'd be able to maybe get behind it if the portions were fucking massive, right? That then you could bring me back. Because if you're spending 30 quid and it feeds 4 people,
well, then it's not 30 quid. Do you know what I mean? I think he must be talking about individual portions. Otherwise, it's a moot point because then it isn't £30.
Well, they're the ones that say serves 2.
Yeah, well, the tikka masala is £11.95 for 2.
Serves 2.
For 2.
Right.
But, it's a big portion, but I'm eating that myself.
Yes.
I'll get a double one for this guy.
Do you think he's gone like cocky? What's he doing?
Yeah, he's gone mad.
He's gone Coq au vin.
Yeah.
Boing.
I think he's got sort of like a...
He's
walking
mad.
around and he's all gone to his head, and he's been very like...
Very big head.
Yeah.
That is a massive head. I mean, previously, we'd have said that's a good thing because all of these brilliant takeaway ideas, ready meal ideas he has.
But it's too big now.
I think his head's got bigger.
I imagine it's sort of like he's got to like a Steve Jobs sort of thing where he's firing off ideas, and if they're not done...
And because of the success
quickly.
of him, he's surrounded with yes men.
Yeah,
and
they're
now,
just trying to get it done, and they're not being let out until they've designed.
In fairness, we owe it to Bigham that we should each try one. We should maybe bring one in and try it live on the podcast. We can try the Coq au vin.
Well,
just to see. It might be worth £30. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. It could be fantastic. But I think he's losing some. I think he's
losing a bit of his. Yeah,
he's really going for
the
it.
mission is starting to get confused.
It's not. It's very much. It's a classist mission now. It's not like everyone deserves good food. It's exclusive. It's if you want good food, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
No, but maybe he's just trying his luck with it. 30 quid is mad. Like, you're mad to spend that. No one's really. That's not for. Well, 99% of people aren't.
But
doing
it's like, I think just as a status thing to get a Bigham, I think it looks bad because it's a bad combination. You're like lazy, and posh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't cook.
Just get a takeaway at that point.
You're sort of like this fat prince.
Yeah.
What, and the dream is for like the kind of hardworking...
I just mean like the ready meal thing, it's convenience. A lot of people, they don't have the time, and I just feel like it's not like the hardworking, single mother who just doesn't have the time when you're spending
and
30 quid.
maybe for a bit of a treat, because they are a bit of a treat. On a Friday night, I'll get a couple of Bighams. But I can spend a reasonable amount of them and still have some high quality food. This, I'm not sure about it. I'm really not sure about it, guys.
Yeah, so Bigham's gone too far.
Well, it's interesting as well because we didn't know about the other ranges of Bigham before because I think they're exclusively stocked in Waitrose. So he knows what he's doing.
He knows his demo.
But it's a shame. Do you think his head's going to increase in size when he comes up with his next range, which is £40?
I mean, how? Yeah,
it's going to turn into Megamind.
I think he's gonna get Charlie Kirked if he carries on.
By us.
So I imagine he's going to do at like a culinary conference. He's giving a speech about 40 quid ready meal, and then he gets shot in the neck.
Yeah, I'm your spotter.
And then we'll go to jail and we say he was getting too big for his boots. He was getting
too big for his boots. And then we write on the bullet casings, Charlie, no head. And then like £30 for a ready meal? You've got to be kidding me. Yeah. Remember your roots, Charlie.
Remember your roots is just like normal middle class people.
Yeah, 20,
not landed gentry.
$11.99 for a double ready meal is acceptable, but you've gone too far with it.
Well, all in one bullet. All in one bullet.
All in one bullet.
Yeah,
it's the longest bullet in the world to match his head.
Well, it's a custom made longer.
It's a custom made longer bullet in the world.
So it barely.
It doesn't take long to find us.
But also, when you shoot him, because it's such a long bullet, it barely leaves the gun. It's like. Because it goes across the whole room.
It goes across the whole room. And then so they can see exactly where the sniper was. Yeah, but we still kill him. It's gone out with enough velocity. Yeah. But it's just
like a massive bicycle.
Is that possible?
And it's like...
and it just comes all the way out the gun and there. I'm sure it's possible.
What are you saying? It doesn't even leave the gun? It's just sort of like a...
Well, it does and it doesn't.
To be a bullet at that point.
And the problem is that the sniper would have to be very long at the back.
Yeah. I imagine he's right at the back and it goes... sticks in the head and then just sort of the bottom thing just falls right in front of him.
Yeah. With the most conspicuous assassination attempt of me trying to load the biggest bullet in the world into the gun and then that going off. But we've got to make our point.
But everyone's like, no one's going to attempt assassination at this culinary ready meal conference.
Think again, Charlie. We won't stand for it.
We got some more culinary news. Penguin bars.
Penguin bars are no longer considered chocolate.
You heard about this?
What are they?
To be honest, this is news that... You've not had a penguin bar?
No.
What I was about to say, they're a fruit, like tomatoes. They're actually
cake.
Fruit.
They're now a cake.
They're now officially
Subway
a salad.
bread is a cake.
Is it because there's no traces of chocolate? Not enough traces of chocolate.
I know. No, it's not allowed. No, because basically the prices of cocoa have soared ginormously. So they put something different in there. I used to love them.
Yeah, chocolate's got so expensive.
Yeah, it has.
So it sort of bums me out a little bit.
Chocolate.
Didn't appreciate how cheap chocolate used to be.
The chocolate inflation is one of the maddest. Yeah. There's a chocolate bar, a Tesco's own milk chocolate bar that Adam and I used to buy at uni that was 40p, is now £3.20.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's the maddest inflation I've seen. McVitie's Penguin and club bars are no longer classed as chocolate after rising cocoa prices led the makers to switch to using other ingredients. What other ingredients are they using?
Cream.
Why is cocoa price rising? Yeah, but are they running out of cocoa?
Cocoa prices rising due to a combination of extreme weather events in West Africa.
Oh, damn, so it's climate
poor
change.
harvests. Black pod disease. We could get that.
I was listening to Sabrina Carpenter's new album. You know, her hit song "Tears," which I think is a tune. You know, and I know you think that I'm a sexual conservative.
I do,
and yes, sometimes I think it borders on the vulgar, but I think she does pull it off, and I think it's a high wire act, and it's impressive to be able to, you know,
spoken like a true sexual conservative.
What's a sexual conservative?
What do you think, Charlie?
A horny conservative.
I guess so.
Well, he's got you there. In fairness, he's not wrong.
A randy politician.
A horny Tory. Tears by Sabrina Carpenter.
What happens a lot with sort of girly pop songs is that men will do like acoustic covers of them, or vice versa.
Yeah,
and it brings a different energy when a different gender says the same things.
Arctic Monkeys doing Love Machine.
Yeah. It always adds something, and it's like an interesting. You know, but I feel,
and I always rate it when they don't change the gender. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know why. Because when I've seen males do covers of a female song talking about a guy, it's like, well, no, it's me now, so it's a woman.
Yeah.
When they go like, yeah, maybe I'm gay. Yeah. I like that. I'm gay for this song, deal with it.
For this song, I'm gay.
Yeah.
But I feel, anyone do a sincere acoustic cover of this as a man?
Yeah.
Charlie, do it.
So sincere though, it's not.
I get wet at the thought of you. Being a responsible guy.
No, because you can't just change the tune.
Treating, I've not heard it. Treating me like you're supposed to.
I get wet at the thought of you.
Being a responsible guy.
Shikita.
Treating me like you're supposed to do.
Tears
run down my thighs.
I think
my cum.
It doesn't really work.
My cum.
Is that what she means?
At the thought of you. It's a bit. It's a bit like saying I'm pre-cumming.
Yeah. I don't think a man could go, get wet at the thought of you.
Yeah, he could. He could.
But if we do the thing where we change the genders where it make more sense, it's I get hard at the thought of you, which again, it's not as nice.
I get hard at the thought of you.
In my trousers. My
tears run down my thighs.
Blood rushes to my penis.
Yeah. I don't think you can do. Yeah, you can do tears run down my thighs. I feel it just it's cum dripping down your legs. I don't know if
men no, because with men it's just a biological issue because pre-cum isn't sexy. I hate to say it, but no, it's not sexy. Pre-cumming at the thought of a girl is embarrassing.
Yeah, it's like you fucked it.
But no, that's just pre-cumming. Pre-cum isn't sexy. Coming at the thought of a girl is fucking pathetic. Yeah. Cum is running down my pants. When I think of you, I come in my trousers. My cum's running down.
And then all the boys.
My legs.
There's loads.
He's come. He's come.
The thought of you.
He's got cum in his trousers. He's come for her. Yeah, it doesn't really work. It's just biologically, it doesn't track.
No. So, but I would recommend.
I get a chubby.
I do want someone to do it.
I get a chubby. Does it work for a chubby? I get a chub on at the thought of you.
I get a chub at the thought of you.
My boxers move when I think of you. That's a bit more subtle.
Right. Should we write a horny song from the perspective of a woman that we can?
So what's the male Sabrina Carpenter? What's his name?
Saul.
Is it Sam?
Sam Fender.
No.
Carpenter's quite a male sounding.
See.
Yeah. Saul
Carpenter.
Saul Carpenter. Yeah. Just sounds like her brother.
Yeah.
And he just does the same songs that hers, but just
really
changes it to male.
No, yeah. Like a guy's doing that like whole act of being incredibly horny is the kind of like the shtick. I'd like to see if they could pull it off. You know?
In what setting? I don't think it would work on the Tonight Show.
Just loads of like innuendo. You know, she does a lot of innuendo.
Oh yeah, like her stick.
It just it doesn't.
No, it doesn't work if the guy's going
it's not cheeky, it's rapey.
No, if you're vulnerable.
I get hard thinking about you. I come in my pants. I can't contain myself.
But if you're really,
it doesn't work.
If you're really vulnerable about it and you're kind of like, you almost feel bad.
I get hard at the thought of you.
Can you do vulnerable euphemisms?
No, it's not euphemism.
No, because the innuendo is a big part of it. You can't be like, my Eiffel Tower is really lighting up.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried this one and then blokes?
How many options have you got?
Have you ever tried this one? Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, we do not have as many options. It's just like just different leg positions. Maybe kneeling down.
Maybe if he went really
You've got
soft.
lying
If he was
down.
going down on her.
Or softly, just
That's
like...
all right.
Horrible.
Like, no, it's...
Have you ever tried this one?
Yeah, cheeky, as soon as it comes into the male form, becomes rapey. It's the cheek rape law.
Paddy was saying
Not to be
the
confused.
only way that she can get away with it is because she's like blonde and white and like the most accepted like
Beauty.
standard.
Right.
It's that's where the High Wire Act
I
works.
don't know, because there's plenty of black artists that do similar.
Yeah,
very
but
risque.
Different tone, though.
different tone, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not cheeky, it's visceral, maybe.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
more
know.
like she's like a cartoon idea of.
Yeah, she's like Milky Bar Kid. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I guess so. Can we just very, very briefly finish on, can you go on the chat, please, Charlie? It's becoming I don't want it to become a reoccurring segment, but I just have to show you what Sai's done next.
right. Oh, yes. Yeah.
It's...
On side watch.
I think there's something wrong with him, and I actually have some genuine concerns for him. What is child endangerment to a certain extent.
Yeah.
The scripts that he's writing for his son to read,
So
they're
he's-
all
he's-
about him wanking. Now it's just a war of attrition because, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times,
Get the state involved.
get the state involved, lock him up. There's a
Yeah.
genuine issue going on here.
Right, let's have a look at this.
Dad,
Don't come in, Cole.
why? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Why did you close my computer down so quick, Dad?
No reason at all.
What are you doing on my laptop, and why are you stuttering?
Nothing.
You're still stuttering. Give it here. You shut it down pretty quick. Let's see what's on you.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you shut it off, did you? So you're on Google, history. Is there something you need to be telling me, Dad?
No, I don't think so.
You should be doing your fantasy league, not watching Hanky Panky.
I just couldn't resist the temptation.
So what are you looking at it for then?
I just needed comforting.
Dad, you've got a problem, and I'm going to find you the help you need.
Okay, thanks, Cole, but don't tell Mum, yeah?
I'm going to take this with me, and this store stays open.
Like father, like son.
Right.
Too far?
Yeah.
No, I think he's gone too far. If that maybe, as I say, comes up once, maybe twice, there's an issue. That is abhorrent. What he's doing, just the sketch to do a précis of it, is he's watching pornography on his son's laptop. His son then comes and says, "What are you doing in here, Dad?" And then it's slowly revealed that his dad has a porn problem, and that
I mean, that's been revealed. I
and
feel.
the final kick in the balls is that the last joke is that the son's going to go and watch porn himself.
Like father, like son.
Like father, like son. I bloody hope it's not like father, like son. This porn addicted,
Vicious cycle.
this weird TikTok porn star. It's awful.
One thing I respect about it is the serialized narrative.
Yeah,
side
is
of
that
it.
he is
The
a
fact
porn
that we
addict.
are, every time we're adding to it, is adding to a story. It's not a clean slate. Like, we know these characters. We know and love these characters. So
Yeah.
get-
The porn addicted father and the miffed son who's just trying to get his dad to stop watching porn to save the parents' marriage.
They're narrative archetypes, of course, but, as many classics are.
That one I don't like. I don't like that he's watching it on his son's laptop.
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
Yeah.
It's really not far off the previous narratives we've seen from Sai, but this one I think is going...
I guess what the more interesting emotional part was when the father said that he wanted help.
Yes, he didn't fight that.
He was like, I clearly have a problem.
Yeah.
And the son...
You
took
can't
the
be asking
father
your son,
role.
though.
Yeah. And that's the flip that they
I
go.
guess that part of the comedy is
the flip.
the flip.
They're kind of flipping it on purpose.
Yeah.
The thing is, it doesn't read as that because when if you do the same flip constantly, it does just look like he's a porn addict.
Now, what's the writing session? Are they both working out together?
I hope to God the son is not involved in the writing session.
Yeah.
So imagine you sit down with your son on a Tuesday, you've got a Friday film to release a sketch next week, and so which one of us should be watching pornography, son? On whose laptop is one of us watching pornography?
Well, I know it's going to be.
It's going to be me, the dad, isn't it? And you're going to come and find me. I'm going to initially shut it. It's the same
I'm
trope.
going to chuck my cummy tissues, I think. That's when you come in immediately.
It was.
Yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the whole thing is abhorrent and he needs to be shut down.
Well, we'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah. As all of you should.
But until then, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.